Lily, here's a look at one of your GS training runs. I did put you upside by side Aiden, just for a little comparison on what we're going to be talking about here. I put you together at the exact same spot in the course. You can see the building behind you. You guys are right middle of the building. Coupled you up so you'll move together, and we'll see, if someone gains some time or not. Coming through here, both kind of equal. This turn, again, pretty much, the same. We're kind of the same spot in the course. By the way, really nice turn there, good angles. We have good upper and lower body separation. Got the skis out from underneath you. That's what we like to see, and we'll be talking more about that. All right, so now you're kind of, in the same spot. But let's see what happens. Aiden comes through here, and he's going to intersect rise line with his skis. Well, the panel is sort of covering his boot and his ski there, and you're intersecting rise line way, more above it, right? Because I can see your boots, and obviously there's more space, snow I can see between the panel and you. So you're taking a much higher line. So you went more across the hill, where he went more diagonally, and you're traveling a longer distance. So although the red panel right above you, one guys versus that, you were equal, now he all of a sudden has a lead. And that's just because he took a more direct line, not as much space, didn't travel as long, had a more diagonal, so his angle of attack, we call it, was better. And he's got, a lead on you. Coming through here. Now this is where we really had talked about, the reports where you needed a lot of space above, you got to have turn shape back. The point of this is that we don't, it's kind of the Goldilocks thing. Is it too hot, too cold? So, line can be too high, too direct. It's, not easy to sometimes figure out what that right line is. But the point is that, we have to adjust line for the terrain, for the pitch, for the offset, maybe for the conditions. Maybe if the hill falls away, we have to give ourselves more room above because we're going to get sucked down a little bit in the hole. If it's icier, maybe we have to, because we may skid a little bit, start up higher. But so you need, line is going to be adjusted, for all those reasons I just said. You can see Aiden there. I'm going to take you guys off the coupling and move you down a little bit. Now you can see Aiden still with those nice angles that we just talked about that you had, right? And yours kind of disappeared, so a little more leany, a little more on the inside ski, a little more two-footed. So the turn, first off, you kind of skidding the top of the turn a lot. Well, that's spray, all right? And not as much angle as the feet are not out from underneath you as much. All right. I kind of lose you here a little bit, but I think you can still kind of see that Aiden's going to have a lot more of those angles. Feet way out. Has to be higher edge angles. All right. Now his problem was he lost the outside ski, literally. It's gone, and he tumbled over and did double ejection. So he's out of the picture right now. But you're not as much angles as we saw before. And here, just kind of skidded that whole top of the turn and skidded a little low. But what you did do down here is a great job. Because here, you did adjust your line. The turn above, where we were comparing you and Aiden, where you took a big high round line, Here you're coming in because it's flatter and straighter. You kind of dropped your turn apex to the panel, and you can see all those tracks that, you know, are out here. You know, you got yourself inside those, which is a good job. So that was smart tactics there, because you're running a little straighter because you could. So, you know, whenever it's steep and offset, the general rule, of course, is we have to have our apex or turn above the gate. So, if that's the gate, yeah, we have to have our turn above the gate, right? That's the apex right there, we'll call it. And if it's flatter and straighter, yeah, we can drop our apex down towards the panel like that, like you just did, right? And the other thing, to keep in mind is everyone supposed to be on the same line? Well, not really. The line is ability dependent. So, in the case where we just saw you didn't have as much angles of the body, therefore weren't on the outside ski as much as we need to, and probably didn't have the high edge angle, so your turn's going to take longer to come around. If you had rolled them up higher, really created some big angles, really got out on the outside ski, bending the outside ski, which is how the turn happens. You could have made the same turn in a shorter amount of distance and shorter radius, and snapped off that turn, so you can come in a little lower, right? So someone who needs more space will have to come up here to finish tight to the panel. A better racer, they can probably take a steeper angle of attack and come in here and finish on the gate. The idea is we want to come in theory as low as we can, but still finish the turn tight to the gate with direction done when it's offset, right? So it is line, it is ability dependent. We want to try to play with line to come in and with what we call a steeper angle of attack. These aren't drawn very well, but coming in steeper here, but still be able to finish the turn tight to the panel with direction done. So I hope this helps. You got to play with your line, but you got states coming up, so don't play with it too much on that race. But good luck there. Hope the weather holds out.